today is a really auspicious day. Today is the first day of the start of the rest of your life. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hi and welcome to Oak Lore Duir. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Claire Attio. For those that are returning subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that was a pretty big intro there. So what's going on? What's happening? What's changing? For me personally, for the last week at least, I have been thinking 23rd, big energies coming in, big energies coming in. And in my mind, I was kind of like, it's the full moon. And we do have the full moon, but the full moon isn't until the 25th. Now, those energies are still with us today, those energies, because obviously we've got that 48-hour window before and after the full moon reaches its fullest. So we do have those energies with us, but we have Venus moving into Capricorn. And that in itself is not a big thing that happens as the cycles run through. It's happened before, but this year with its numerology, this year with the other planetary placements, this year with Pluto that has moved, it's big. It's bringing forth big energies. It's bringing forth the divine feminine, and the divine feminine has been coming forward. But this today is like she's walked to the doorway, and today the door is opened. Today she returns. She's made her return. She has reached home. Now, I don't want to exclude any men that are listening to this, because we're talking about energies here. We're talking about the divine feminine and the divine masculine and creating that balance. That is how heaven on earth is created, as above, so below. That reflection. We're in an 8-year as above, so below. There's a lot going on energetically, and there will continue to be a lot going on as the year goes out. But what I was actually shown by my guides, Athena particularly, she kind of came forward. And for those that don't know, Athena was the first deity that I connected to when I started my spiritual journey. And not Athena, the Greek version of Athena, although again that story was repeated, but Athena from Atlantis. And I always associate Athena with the Lady of the Lake, because what I was shown in those early years was I was shown Athena walking out of the lake in Bolivia. And later on, as I reconnected with my Celtic ancestry, you've got Guinevere, who is also depicted as the Lady of the Lake. You have Aphrodite, who is the Lady of the Lake, and with that Aphrodite connected to Hathor in Egypt. And if you look through every continent, African, Indian, Northern European, South American, every single tradition has a foothold, has a story so similar. And it's not just the Lady of the Lake. We can do this throughout everything. We can do this throughout all the different biblical texts, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran. We can we can see these stories, and as we read those texts, they have been changed. They have been, first of all, changed because of the Chinese whisper effect, which I talked about in my last video, but they've also changed later on because of more malevolent causes, which I'm not going to get into, but the stories are there. And some of you will laugh because it's really kind of dawned on me, because I've been grappling with, why do I keep being given all these biblical references and texts and old fables, but it's to use the astrology, it's to use the knowledge or the slivers of knowledge that we have within these texts, to use our own discernment, but to also use them as the archetypes, to use them as an archetype for actually going, okay, this is where I am in my life now, and this is the archetype that I want to embody, because that will help me to move forward. Now, anybody who's been on this journey a lot longer than me will be chuckling, because she's got it. It's that, because this is what Pluto was actually saying. This is what Pluto was saying about the astrological events, about the stories. The whole philosophy was to actually use them as archetypes to find our path. So archetypes, when we talk about archetypes, we're talking about the energies you embody, and we're talking about the pathways. So a map, a virtual psychological map in which to navigate your life, in which to find out your true heritage, energetically, metaphorically, spiritually. And that will change as you grow, as you evolve. That will change. But going back to this Venus transition, this time, because of where we are with all the other planetary alignments, the divine feminine has made her way back home. And over the coming months, over the coming years, that the energies that the divine feminine embodies, she will find her rightful place as an equal. This is not about taking over. This is not swapping a patriarchal for a matriarchal. This is about equality, bringing balance. And yes, will there be energies, forces, institutions that do not want this, because it is not advantageous for them? Of course there will be. So there will be friction, there will be, and this is why we've said 2024 will be a challenging year, because those frictions, they're going to come. People don't like change at the best of times, let alone a monumental change that actually rips the foundations of large institutions away. This is why today is such a monumental day. This is a day, this is a restart of the rest of our lives, walking towards balance of the divine feminine and masculine, unity, oneness. I've been guided to do an activation with you. And so if that is something that you would like to actually do, then I encourage you to close your eyes, if you can close your eyes. And if you agree to this activation, activating your innate knowledge, activating your DNA that is imprinted through the light codes that you carry, that are personal to you, then just please say yes. And I just invite you just to take some nice deep breaths, just relax, just allow yourself to sit in the stillness, focusing on your breath. And calling in the 4 directions, north, east, south, and west. And calling in the 4 elements, earth, air, fire, and water. And calling in your benevolent spiritual beings that walk with you every day, no matter not if you know them, you don't know them. Just call them in. Ask that they help you anchor yourself to the earth during this activation. And now bringing down the light and the love of divine through your crown chakra, channeling down all the way through your body with every breath, sinking deeper, emanating throughout your body. The golden elixir running into your muscles, through your veins, going right the way down to the cellular level. And at that cellular level, it hits and ignites your DNA. And feel secure in the knowledge that you will only activate at this moment what you can handle, what you are able to comprehend. And as we move through life, as you make more space within your light body through your healing journey, more of that DNA spontaneously becomes active. I encourage you now to just release, let go of anything that is giving you resistance. Just let them go. Allow them to be transmuted. Now bring white light, like cascading waterfall, down from divine through your crown. And as it hits your body, feel the deep sense of relaxation. And push that white light. Allow that white light to fill your entire body and permeate through your physical shell into and cleansing your auric field, your energetic body, and sealing you in the protection of the purity of divine. You are a reflection, a creation of divine. And taking a last deep breath, give gratitude for this moment, for this connection. And pulling back the energies, closing down the crown, taking a deep breath. Come back to yourself. And you can open your eyes. One of the things that I like to do following an activation to really lock it in for myself is a little prayer that I learned years and years ago, and that is light above me, light below me, light to my left, light to my right, light in front of me, light behind me, light surround me, light into me, love above me, love below me, love to my right, love to my left, love in front of me, love behind me, love around me, love into me. And I was reminded of that a few days ago, and I'd forgotten how powerful it was. I haven't done it for such a long time. And it was interesting that that came in, and it wanted to be shown again. It wanted to be heard again. It wanted to be said again. And so I just wanted to do that with you. It is beautiful. It's really, really good. I used it during a very difficult emotional time in my life. And I found it just kind of helped me anchor myself, ground myself, and just know that I was going to be okay. So I just wanted to share that little bit at the end. Now, the full moon is the wolf moon. And so coming to the last few weeks of the Samhain energies, the wolf moon is all about intuition and that shadow, finding our way through the shadow and being really introspective. And I did a post over on the podcast page where I did a coaching session to really home in on our emotional needs and doing that very, very deep introspective work. I would actually implore you all, encourage you all to have a listen to that, do the work with that over this next 48-hour window that we've got. Well, it's not 48, is it? It's 92, 96 hours. We've got this window that we have here over the next 5 days to work a little bit more and work a little bit more and work a little bit more. And if you want to listen to the activation again, then do so. Use it as many times as you need. For some of us, I know I've done activations before, and I've kind of done a little bit, and then I've done a little bit more, and I've done a little bit more and a little bit more, just by re-listening and re-listening and re-listening. The body will release what it needs when it's ready to release it. It will take in what it needs when there's room for it. And so repeat these exercises exercises that you've done that were profoundly beneficial for you in the past, revisit them. Sometimes they can still be of benefit. Other times it doesn't work the same. It doesn't feel the same. Listen to your body, attune to your intuition, do what is needed. Really use these energies to your advantage. And so I'll leave it at that. I hope this has been of help. If you've liked the video, please press that like button. Share if you feel inclined to. If you've not yet subscribed, then please subscribe, and see you on the next one. Blessings to you all.